What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. We are going to be having a look at the new heroes, Bernes and what's their names? Is it Dakota and Dakota? We'll take a look at Bernes first, not Sword Harbour, it's Holy Light Parliament. We'll take a look at this one first, and I mean, I like the design. I think he looks cool. He's very flashy, isn't he? It's very flashy. Still no beard though. Sorry, Bernes. But yeah, it's a nice design. It's a nice design, but is he any good? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's take a look at his multipliers. I haven't tested him. I haven't done anything, so we'll do it on the video to get the kind of first impressions. I like doing it that way. So his basic, it deals 210% attack damage to a single enemy. This attack has an additional 8% leech. I can imagine him being good in a leech set to some degree. This goes up to what is this? 270% attack damage. Exclusive free increases Bernes' basic attack damage by 15%. If the reduced by star blink, if the health reduced by star blink is no more than 20% of the target's max health. Bernes gains 1 layer of starlight for 1 turn. When he has 1, 2, or 3 layers of starlight, star blink deals 160 to 280% of the initial damage. That's decent. But that's an exclusive free. Power of Stars, first active skill, grants self counter attack for 3 turns. Meanwhile, increases self attack by 40% for 2 turns. Now, this is always going to be active, okay? As long as it doesn't get dispelled, right? As long as it doesn't get stripped. Exclusive 1 is a nice one for him, though. He's acting in 1 turn immediately after self buffing. Iron Will is his passive. When Bernes inflicts a kill, he restores self-health by 35% of his max health. Gains Fighting Spirit for 1 turn. Afterward, acts for 1 turn immediately. Fighting Spirit increases damage dealt by 24%. Okay, so when he gets a kill, we're getting another turn. That's kind of nice as well. But, I mean, is he going to be doing enough damage, you know, when this is useful, when that kind of mechanic is useful, is when he's doing enough damage to, say, one-shot a hero at late game, and that's not going to happen. I can't see him doing enough damage to jump between heroes. Maybe you could pair him up with an AoE, a big AoE nuker, and then have Bernes clear through the enemies one by one. That has potential. That has potential. That has potential for wave clearing. I'll give him that. Exclusive level 2. Bernes gains basic attack and skill damage bonus based on the attribute buff layers each time he is granted Fighting Spirit. When he has 5 layers of attribute buffs, the bonus reaches the maximum. He can gain a 15% bonus at least and a 30% bonus at most. Okay, so there's a bit more increase to his damage there. Star Combo increases self-crit damage by 60% for 2 turns. Will that stack with any other crit damage buff, I wonder? I'm sure that'll be like a singular buff. Afterward, deals 2 stages of 210% attack damage each. I mean, that's low. Each to a single enemy, and additionally inflicts 105% attack damage. This extra damage ignores defense. No, no, this is bad. Okay, yeah, okay. 60% crit damage, nice. It will be a bit more attack damage as well, but right, 2 stages of 210%, which is 420% attack damage each to a single enemy. And additionally inflicts 105% attack damage. But it's the extra damage that ignores defense. It's the extra damage. Why can't it all just ignore defense? Why can't the whole lot ignore defense? Because that, to me, is not great. That's not great. That's a tiny multiplier that's ignoring defense. So no, I'm sorry, that's bad. Let's have a look at him in trial. Let's put him in. I'm just going to leave it as is. I may actually edit his attributes a little bit. Let's put him up to... Let's put him at 42,000 attack. We'll put him at 2,000 speed. And we'll put him at... Let's give him a generous 300% crit damage. That's generous. Okay. Now, let's also give him... Let's say he's in a leech set. Let's give him 25% leech. Let's give him 25% each. Okay, so let me just make sure that did change. 42k, okay, nice. So here's our counter attack, and the counter attack is nice. That's useful, especially the south buff. Let's nuke this guy a moment. I just want to see what he's doing. This is attack up to 485, 269. But okay, you see the extra damage here. The white is the extra damage, and it's trash. Hang on. Crit rate needs to be 100%. Right, 500%. Fine, that's fine. Whatever. We'll take the 500% crit rate. Yeah, like, okay. So the initial was 388, and then the damage that's ignoring defense is 224. That isn't enough. Let me just see what this enemy's... Oh, you can't see their defense and stuff. I think you can edit it. Enemy team. Oh, I need to set it manually. Okay, so 565, 314. This basic is hitting hard. 9.4, 1 million, 1.3, 1.3, 1.3. I feel like we really should test on heroes with stats. Test on, okay. No, we don't want to make it crazy. Let's throw in. Okay, and okay. Let's throw this in a minute. Applied, and you're like that. Right, your stats have been saved. Let's put your defense at 48,000. Everything else can stay the same. Let's put you at 45. Let's put you at 42. And save. Right. Let's have a little look here a moment. I want to hit this Brynhild. So she has what, 48,000 defense. Oh, she has no health. The enemies have no health. 539. That's the extra turn triggered again. 332. That's the extra turn triggered again. I mean, that's no. I mean, the enemies have no health though. 283. Timmy survives. Okay, let's put them up at 700,000 health. And remember, they don't have any tenacity, but yeah, okay, whatever. Okay. No one has 0 health. What are you on about? What's you on about? I don't have anyone at 0. Do I? Oh. Oh, I do. Oh, it's because they're dead. My bad. Okay, my bad. Sorry. Right. Let's restart. So they have 700,000 health. I mean, the stats on this hero are nice, and don't forget you get an extra crit damage. Is that a buff? It is a crit damage buff. He's not exactly hitting. Right, why is he getting nuked? Now he has no health. Oh, do you know what? Right, right, left, right, 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 up, down, and whatever. Okay, so let's nuke Seth a moment. 307, 183, so he's nuked through that. Again, the thing is, you've got no buffs going against us here. This is assuming he's going first, right? This basic hardly touches Brynhild, but I like his passive that he gets that extra turn. But again, he does have 42,000 attack. He does have 360% crit damage, and I'm just going to change that crit rate to 100 now, actually. What do I think of this hero? I mean, okay, no one has the health again. I mean, if for instance you're against a weak wave, then this is going to be very good. He's going to be very good early on in Faction Abyss, that's for sure. Pushing through Faction Abyss. But then this is E3. Getting that extra turn. That extra turn is big, and it's going to be big for PvE. How will it be in PvP? Is it going to be dealing enough damage? I don't think so. I don't think so. Not with a team set up right and correctly. I don't think it's enough. But I think he'll be useful. I think he's not a trash hero. He's not a trash hero by any means. But is he worth pulling on? No, I don't think so. I think he could be a lot of fun. I feel like you could have fun with this hero. Not like you can with the Intimate Yeti with Lollipop, but I think you could have some fun with him. I don't think he's going to be any much change to the game, though. Okay, Dakota. I really love her design. I really do love her design. Okay. And yes, thank you, Ante, for pointing out this is a veil. If you watched in my last video, I was like, what is this? And it's a veil. So thank you for that. I like these roses. Do they have eyes in them? They're like eyes. And these almost look like octopus vines, right? It's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. Her eyes are scary, though. She is scary. Okay, enough fantasizing. Soul Wave deals 80% attack damage to all enemies, 40% chance to inflict 1 layer of poison for 2 turns. Chance goes up to 60. Attack damage goes up to 100. Active skill summons a toxic swamp that lasts for Dakota's 3 turns among enemies. Extends the duration of poison by 1 turn when the toxic swamp exists and an enemy is inflicted with poison. Meanwhile, for every 1 layer of poison inflicted, there is a 60% chance to inflict 1 extra layer of rose poison on this enemy. Up to 40 layers. Toxic swamp will disappear when Dakota dies. Rose poison, a special flower poison owned by Dakota, up to 40 layers. The chance is increased by a further 40%. The cooldown is reduced to 3. But this exclusive one, which I really like, is increases all allies' speed by 40% for 2 turns. That is super helpful. That is super, super helpful for a poison team. Passive, Soul Ring. Dakota is immune to all control effects. I read this wrong before. She is immune to all control effects. When she is under basic attack or skill attack, inflicts 1 layer of rose poison on the attacker with a 60% chance to reduce the attacker's effect resistance by 50% for 2 turns. Also, massive. Okay? That is also massive. I'll explain why in a moment. It does increase the chance up to 100% to reduce the attacker's effect resistance by 50%. That, honestly, that effect resistance down by 50% is so nice. It's so nice for PvE. It's super, super nice. Because as we go through the harder stages, we struggle to get a really good mix between attack or mastery and effect it. But with effect resistance down, it means that we can actually pump more into certain areas and know that our effects are going to land. You with me? Exclusive level 2 reduces direct damage dealt by enemies with poison to Dakota by 20%. Besides, when an ally dies, Dakota removes rose poison from all enemies and revives a dead ally with 15% of the allies' max health for every 1 layer of rose poison removed. Remember, you can stack up to 40 layers on any one hero. Additionally, restores 1% of the allies' max health. It takes effect only once per wave. But that as well is really, really, really big ability. Really big exclusive. I don't know what's going on in my hand here, but it's moving a lot. Soul Seal removes all layers of poison from an enemy and deals 400% attack poison damage. Okay, that's nice. So she's actually dealing poison damage as attack. For every 1 layer of poison removed, deals extra 120% attack poison damage. Afterward, for every 4 layers of rose poison owned by the target, there is a 100% chance to convert them to 1 layer of poison for 2 turns. The conversion stops when there are less than 4 layers of rose poison. This does get increased for each layer of poison removed by 60%, so it'll be 180%. 10 layers of poison would be 1800% poison damage. But she is a support, isn't she? She is a support, isn't she? She is a support, yeah. Increases all allies' attack by 40%. You know what? I really like Dakota. I feel like she's so much better than Bernes in so many ways, because she does so much for the team. I mean, so this is the ring. You see, that is crazy good. That's so good. That is so freaking good. Because we haven't had to trigger the effect. This poison ring, Toxic Swamp, from Soul Surge, is doing that. Extended duration of poison by 1 turn when a Toxic Swamp exists as well, so it's not going anywhere. And every time she's getting hit, it's putting on another layer. And there you go, the basic also. It's a basic AoE. It is. Whoa. This is really, really nice. She's going to be a really big support for your team. Speed up 2, attack up 2, resurrection with the rose poison on the enemies. Look how many layers we've got already. 7, 7, 7, 7, 1. That's because that got triggered. But that's really nice. So let's just trigger this 9 layers of rose poison. It's only 1 poison on there, but it's going to do 115. I mean, the trouble is we haven't edited stats. I really like her. I'm not going to mess about with her too much because I feel like I don't need to. Speed up 2 for your team. Attack up 2 for your team. Effect resistance down for the enemies. Toxic Swamp extending the poison. AoE poison on the basic. Really nice for building up those poison layers as well. Paired up with Magdi could be something pretty beautiful. Dakota, Magdi. Yeah, I can see it. Got speed up, attack up. Shields, consolidation from Magdi with the toxic freaking thing, wherever it is. Effect resistance down as well. And resurrection too. I like her. I think Dakota is possibly worth pulling for. If you're looking at a poison team, I feel like she's possibly worth pulling for. Where would you pull her to? I mean, this level 1 is huge. This also, level 2 is massive. Level 3, all allies attack by 40%. You may be able to get away with that with some other hero that you're bringing into your team, but you may, you know. Would I choose her over Hell 9000 though? No, I don't think I would. I would still rather have Hell 9000. She is a very, very good hero though. That revival could come in clutch. Alright, so if you are wanting to pull one of the new heroes, it's definitely Dakota over the likes of Bernes. Definitely less gear dependent, definitely easier to build. Whereas Bernes would be very gear dependent. You need a top gear on certain aspects. She's also going to be huge for Eternal Sector. We now have a revival hero in Eternal Sector. I think someone made it, but she's a good support for the Eternal Sector. I know we have Mammoth for the speed up, but like I really like Dakota. There's no other poison heroes in here though, is there? But she may be able to put up enough poison layers on her own potentially. So that could be very nice. Oh no, obviously we've got turf. She pair nicely with turf actually. Pair nicely with turf as well. All right. A bit of a weird. I've just noticed as well that my screen is all small. My screen is all small. I've recorded that whole video, and my screen is all small. I'm sorry. I don't think it's taken anything away from the video though. It just looks like you've got a black border here. So I'll see you all on the next video. Don't forget, if you are spending using Aptoid Carzak 5 to support me and my channel, and it is so thanked. Honestly, all of you that use it, thank you so much for using it and supporting me. It does mean a tremendous amount to me. But I will see you on the next video. Take care. Have a fantastic day or evening wherever you are. Goodbye.